Welcome to Two Queens and Crystal Things, the podcast where we are on some manifest your life,
Yes, ma'am.
shift your mind, and raise the consciousness type of shit.
Yes.
I am Christy.
And I am Mia. And you can consider us your spiritual girlfriends for the next
Hey
hour.
queens,
So we'll see
hey
how
kings.
y'all doing out there?
Hi.
Okay. So last week we started a new cycle. We started a new season. And we talked about starting new cycles in our life. And why sometimes when we're entering new cycles, why there's pain, because we do grieve the cycles that we are leaving, even if we know that the new cycle is
Like an upgrade.
an upgrade. Absolutely. Sometimes
That's okay.
we still grieve, like, it's what I know. So if you haven't, and like I think we talked a little bit about how collectively this was an opportunity for so many of us to choose what kind of cycle we wanted to have. So thinking about the seeds and that you planted, and the intention with which you planted it, because to me that's everything.
Because we are about to harvest.
Baby, they're coming in. So what's your new cycle? So if you haven't had a chance, check it out. But
listen.
manifesting your life though. That's all we're saying.
Right.
But what we talking about today, Christy?
Okay, so did you know? Mia, I know you know. But for you all that are listening, yes, you.
Yes, you.
Did you know that you are always manifesting? Like, you literally cannot turn it off.
Nope.
Your
She's right.
thoughts and your feelings, they're always creating your reality. So whether you are intentionally manifesting or not, you are always attracting what you think about into your life. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you, not crazy, but it makes you really take a look at life from a different perspective, because you become more intentional. Like, I was talking to my partner the other day, and I told him, I said, you know what? I said, I just want to live my life with pure intention. Like, with everything that I do, I want it to be intentional. I want to make sure that I'm on the right path. Like, I'm very intentional, but essentially you are exactly what you believe you are.
Okay, so that means today.
Today.
So I'm saying, so let's get into what that means for your life as it stands today. So there are many of us who, it's like, I can't wait to get to the next phase. Or, I'm almost there. And it's almost like we have our life on hold until we can hit this image.
Like your
We're
breath
not
is held.
understanding that who we are today is a manifestation of the work we've done before.
Yep.
And who we will become is a manifestation of the work that we are doing right now.
Today.
So today counts. So when you look at your life, if you stepped out of your body and became an observer of your life, is it reflective of what it is that you say you want your life to be? And if it's not, that's nobody's fault but
yours.
your own. So the thing about manifestation is not just about attracting what you want or desire. It's literally about attracting what you are.
That's the thing.
That's the part.
That's the part that a lot of people don't realize. It's like, but you are you manifest what you are.
Yes, like right now today. So even though I have ambitions, or I mean I really don't, but I'm just saying I understand it is what it is. But when people are, if I'm sitting here and I'm listening to this, and I am not in a place that I feel comfortable, I want the hell out. Listening to someone tell me that you are exactly what you manifested in your life is gonna piss me the fuck off.
Absolutely, because you don't want to take accountability for it.
But
nobody wants to take accountability.
To my queens and kings who are mad right now, just give us a second. Okay, let's give us a second to go into what do we mean by you are exactly what it is in this moment right now, what you manifested and what you needed and what you. So again, when we talk about manifesting for your life, we are not talking about manifesting what you desire. We are talking about manifesting what you are. And
Yep.
we have so much control, like all the control
Right.
of saying who and what we are.
So, like, piggybacking off of that too, something that I learned as I've been like playing around with manifesting, or really just practicing it. Like, honestly, manifesting for me, it's become a daily thing.
Absolutely. It's just absolutely.
It's like a part of life.
Yes.
But one of the things that I realize is that you will not manifest, or you will have difficulty manifesting, if you do not believe you are deserving of that thing.
Yes.
You know?
So let's take 2 steps back from manifestation to self-worth. To how do you see and
There are
value
levels
your,
to this shit.
but it's all connected.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so let's, maybe next time we will get back into having a deeper conversation on how you see yourself. What is that? What is your self-worth equation? Ooh, child. Oh, okay. I just thought so. Okay.
Self-worth equation.
Seriously, what are the variables in your equation, baby? Okay.
E equals me.
But I definitely remember a time when someone else's opinion, when others'
Yes.
opinions,
Oh yeah, that wasn't too long
weighed
ago.
heavily in the equation and the value of my self-worth. So we might need to talk about that. Okay, pin that, somebody.
Remind us.
Okay? So let's talk about. Let's get back into your life is reflective and a mirror, is a manifestation of what you believe. So if you are constantly thinking about what you don't want, so I'm going directly to the people who are like, my life is bullshit, this is some bullshit, how dare you say this to me, I did not bring this into my life.
You just said it.
Here we go. Right, you just said it.
You just said it.
If you are constantly thinking about what you don't want, I don't want this no more, I can't do, you know what I mean, I'm sick of this, I'm tired, and that's what you're always talking about, then you are literally attracting what you don't want in your life, because that's where your focus is.
Yep.
But if you stay focused on, like, I use, economically, if you are, like, financially, like, this, where I am, this is not even who I am. Like, this is uncomfortable. Like, I am this, I am that. I believe, like, money likes me. Mm-hmm. Like, me and money get along.
We're
we have a great
right.
relationship.
Money
it's
loves
healthy.
me.
Like, it's popping over here. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, and you think that then your energy changes, and the message that you're sending out is that of, oh wait, we like it over here, money likes it over there, let me go over there. I say this, oh God, where did I hear this from? I think Kelly, the first person told me this, and I mean, honestly, I remind myself sometimes that money comes to me easily and frequently. Mm-hmm. And it's literally not a thing. So what happens is, when I'm paying my bills, it's not like, oh, I gotta pay bills. It's like, I got it.
I'm grateful.
I got it. I got it. When I, like, even, Christy and I talked about, we just moved and getting everything done in the place, in my, especially in my place, I'm just like, I'm putting out some money, but money comes to me easily and frequently. How can the flow increase and be more abundant if I got my hands closed? So I'm afraid to let go of what I got. That because I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it to be able to live the life that I want to live.
There you go.
So if that is the resource that is needed, guess what? It's going to come to, because I'm living, because I'm already living the life. Mm-hmm. So, but if you're always worried about, I mean, think about that. How often do you think, Christy, you've thought more about what you're afraid of not happening as opposed to what you believe is?
Yeah, so I would say, like, early on, I definitely was, I hope, or I don't want that to happen. And now I just got to a point, like I told you yesterday, I was telling you about what happened yesterday. a lot of people are like, oh, well, I hope that everything's okay, or I hope nothing's wrong, or I hope that. It's like, why all of a sudden go to the
Right.
extreme negative? Like, think positive thoughts, because that's energy that you're putting out there. But I would say that, as I've been on this journey, I'm definitely more conscious about the way that I think and the way that I speak.
Do you know that saying? Oh my goodness. Ooh, and this is so different now. Expect the worst, but hope for the best. Have you ever heard? That was literally how I thought. So I would expect the worst. So I would, in my brain, I'm thinking that's so I'm prepared for it. And if the stuff just went great, it was like, woo, choo choo, lucky. As opposed to, so now I expect the best. I expect yes.
Yeah.
I expect confirmation. I expect success. I expect abundance, not hope for it. Mm-hmm. That is a major shift.
It really is.
In your thinking.
It's empowering too.
Hell yeah. I don't. And so okay, let's get real though. Why don't we normally just expect that? And I can tell you why I didn't. Trained. I can tell you, the fear of being vulnerable to myself and saying that I wanted something that I did not have, or any way to see that I have it, and not the fear of being aware of it and saying it out loud and not getting it was worse than just being able to just say it. Because I'm like, if I say it out loud and I don't get it and it doesn't happen, that hurts so much more than if I just don't say anything, and if it happens, it's like, oh great, that's a surprise, but at least I don't feel this deep disappointment. Mm-hmm. And that's how, even in relationship, I would just rather shut up and not say anything than make a request and be honest about what it is that I need in a relationship, because then if you don't do it, that means you're rejecting me. That means you don't love me.
I used to do that with my parents. Like,
I
wouldn't tell them something until it absolutely happened. Cause I didn't want to get my hopes up and
don't want to get my hope.
Have them asking about it.
So in the meantime, you're sitting up here, you're not advocating for yourself. I'm not speaking up for myself, and then I'm heartbroken when my needs aren't met, or it's like, oh my goodness, you didn't do this. But when I really think about, did I ever really open my mouth and say no? Because I was scared that you would say no. So I would rather.
So we can't be mad.
So right. So now I'm shadow boxing with my motherfucking self.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to speak what it is. I don't want the
it's not so
frequency
wild.
Because I don't believe it belongs to me. But that's why.
And it's so crazy how we'll play these mental tricks with ourselves.
Girl,
maybe if I don't say it out loud.
Right, yes. And be whole mad because somebody didn't read your damn mind. Okay, fine. If you can't read my mind, then at least let them read your energy. But your energy don't even believe it.
And some people can't read your energy, so you have to tell them. You can't expect people to read your mind. Come on, man. You might be able to read some people's minds.
Right, but
doesn't mean that you should expect the same from other people.
Girl, But what that takes is a vulnerability with yourself about what you really want.
Yeah.
So, which brings up our next point.
Yeah. Look, and I feel like we've talked about, the power of choice. If you don't want something, you have the power to change it. And a lot of times we sit in the victim seat. We sit in the seat of being, like you are unable to fight back. Like you, and when you start realizing that you have the power of choice as your ally in every situation.
In every. Seriously.
Every situation.
There's always a choice.
There's always. We just don't want to make it. So we pretend.
Yes.
There goes those mental tricks. We pretend that, oh, well, I only have one choice and my choice is to stay.
Because you know what our choices are. Which one is easier? Which one requires less work of me? Which one do we believe is the road less painful?
Right. That doesn't require you.
Yes.
That doesn't require you to start all over and to move.
And because I don't know what's going to happen. So I would rather, yes, I don't know what's going to happen. Yes, it could be wonderful if I start fresh and I start new, if I believe in myself, or it could be hell. But this is hell. I really don't like this, but I'm used to it.
Right. I know what to expect.
We need to at least be honest with ourselves that we are making conscious decisions like that in our life.
All the time. And then we want to blame other people.
But then we blame us. That's what I'm saying. No, we need to be aware that we are
she
conscious.
Made me.
Yes.
No. It's like, no one made you do anything. You chose. You chose to stay.
So, one thing I think about, and this has stopped me oftentimes, because I think I know what I want, but I actually don't know what I want. So what happens is I will know what I don't want. Mm-hmm. So then when I spend there, like, I'm focused on, I don't want this. This is how easy it is to be, like, it's not, you don't even have to be a complainer. So let's just say in a relationship. You're in a relationship with someone and it doesn't work out, and you've learned some lessons, and you're like, I could tell you this, I don't want that. And so every time you go out and you're dating, you're meeting people, what you are attracting is that same, because you're like, hey, I don't want that right there. I can deal with a lot of shit, but that. And you keep talking about that and focusing on that. And then you're like, how in the hell do I keep attracting the same damn Jekyll and Hyde?
Yeah, I had
because
to go
that's
through
all
that.
That's all we keep thinking about it.
I had to do that for myself.
We have to get past the, you know how people always complain about something, but we never have a solution. We have to get past the part of saying something isn't right and sit in the seat of creation with ourselves. What the fuck?
I had to sit down with myself.
You want for you. Like everybody else. Forget all that. If, like, honest with yourself. What do I want? And sometimes it's so hard for us to do that because we think what we want is so big, it's so grand, it's so out of our reach, and that's where we fuck up.
Yeah.
Because we worth all of it, every last piece.
So going back to the why do I keep attracting the same? I had to actually take that time out and do that. Like, sit down with myself. Christy, why is it like these relationships? What is it with this?
You're like, what's going on? What's going on here, guys?
Because the equation is you. I mean, you're
the common denominator.
Right. Like, I am attracting these people, or I am willingly going into these relationships with these men. What is it about me that I'm doing this? Like, why? And I had to sit down with that and realize, and it boiled down to self-worth. And once I was just like, yeah, no, I am deserving of this. And manifestation changed. All right. So with that, like, being intentional, living intentional, it's important to be aware of the seeds that you plant. And that's your words, that's your thought, that's your energy, that's your service. That is, I am a firm believer of karma.
So, let me tell you why being intentional to me is everything. Mm-hmm. Especially when we talk about karma, when we talk about putting out energy that you want back. My actions, just follow me with this. My actions can say one thing. Just so I can go to somebody. My actions can be, I can go to somebody and say, the words that come to my mouth are, oh, that skirt looks nice on you. But the way that I say it and the intention with what I say it says everything. So if I'm saying it with the intention of making this person feel bad, so the words aren't the energy that I'm putting out there. It's my intention behind it.
Exactly.
So you can say anything or do anything, but if your intention is to kill, steal, destroy, confuse, and cause chaos, I don't care if you're doing it under a 501c3. I don't care if you are doing it with a smile and a giggle on your face. Your intention is what comes back to you. So when you are clear about who you are and what you want in your life, and live your life intentionally. So for me, it's not, I want to be rich. It's like, I want to feel, bring, and be love every place I go. Mm-hmm. I want to be water that nourishes the gardens of everyone that I come in contact with. I am abundant.
That is so funny. And for me, it's service. Like,
so do you see? So
I want to be in service.
That's my intention in life.
That is
my intention. Everybody that comes across me, I want you to grow and have the abundance that you want and see love and beauty. Beauty is my guide, and let love be what my word is worth. That is my intention in life, period. But if my intention in life is I want to make other people feel bad about themselves, even if I'm saying something that sounds nice, if my intention is to do that, that's
so don't be surprised.
Back. Thank you.
If your life
that's why you have to be honest with yourself. Stop playing yourself.
Because I know people,
you
and it's
know
like
you're still bullshit.
It's like you are still doing the same thing, and you don't understand why your life is not working out. You don't understand why your life.
You do know. We got to stop that. We do. We like.
Ooh, I'm the drama.
What?
I'm the drama.
No,
not me.
Not me.
Yeah, you.
So. That's why I said, to me, intention is everything. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what you can have the right words. I mean, come on, y'all. What?
Because intention, it is followed up by action, which is energy.
All of it is energy. That's what comes
and
back to you.
And energy never lies. That's the thing. Like, you can't lie about your intention. Like, oh, no, I mean it this way, but then the energy behind it is something else. It's like you can't.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we have to be honest with ourselves. So even... That's why it's hard when people truly do not change their heart and what their focus is on life. When they say, when people don't change, it's because you don't change your intention. I'm telling you, I mean, this is why jail doesn't work for everybody. Some people come out rehab because they change their intention in life. But if my intention is I'm about to get through life without doing X, Y, or Z, or only doing X, Y, or Z, I don't care how long you put me in jail. As soon as I get out, I'm just going to find a better way to do it for you not to catch me the next time.
Because look, while you're in jail.
So putting somebody away for a long amount of time has nothing to do with changing their heart.
While you're in jail, you might be picking up some new skills.
Baby! If I'm a con artist, I'm going to go in jail and be a con artist there. And guess what? I'm going to come out even a better con artist. Stop playing. Because that's who I am. And that's who I intend to be, period. So this, you know what I mean? That's why it all starts from you. If you believe that you are beautiful, you like, I'm a beautiful person.
Yep.
I'm kind to me. I'm good to me. I hold myself accountable. This is the type of person I am to myself. And then guess what? The only thing that come around you is people who do that.
Yep.
And so when you look around your life, and like, why do I have a lot of bullshitters and haters in my life? It's because you're bullshitting and hating on yourself. Period. Your life is a reflection of what you have manifested. Period.
We truly are
mirrors. And it's your intention. Like, stop playing.
We truly we truly are mirrors. We really are.
I'm sorry if I actually, I'm lying. I'm not.
She's not sorry, y'all.
Shut up. Let me just stop.
But no, it is so true. Like, everything, you have to start with you. And a lot of people think outwards. Like, I need to get this person. I need to. Yep.
Yes.
No, focus on you first, boo. Once you focus on you, then everything around you will change.
Absolutely.
Like, you take care of you first, your exterior will change. Period.
And here's the fun part. No matter where you are, how old you are, I do not care. You can always start again. Period.
Always.
Oh, that is the wonderful, beautiful, forgiving.
Shit, how many times have we started again?
Seriously, all of that's part of the human experience. Yeah, it's dense down here, but we also have this restart button. And so, okay, I'm just like, for real. I'm just going to take what we were taught, growing up in Christian homes. It was like, as long as you repent, all is forgiven, and you're wiped clean. So I'm saying that a lot of what we were taught when we were younger is correct. The only difference is, you guys, is to start thinking about repenting within yourself, to yourself, and forgiving yourself. When you forgive yourself, and if you want to tap it into the God that is in you, because clearly it's already in us, that is forgiving of yourself, and then able to see the beauty and what you will believe is ugly, that's the salvation. Like, you are your own salvation. We are our own jailers. We are our own salvation. We are our own independence. We are everything that we want and need and desire to be is already in us. So when you start thinking about manifesting your life, whoever you believe yourself to be is who you are right now. I can't think about how many people you see. Like, I don't understand how, like, artists, musicians, people will say, I don't get it. Like, there's nothing special about this person. You don't have to think nothing is special about them. They believe that they are fucking famous artists, and they are.
I mean, you can either be your own prison or you can be your own freedom. You make the choice. You decide. But starting over again, in the beginning, I was afraid. Yeah. Like, we talked about it. In the beginning, I was afraid, but now I find excitement in it.
I love it. Because
the only thing, and I really do love it, the only thing I don't love that comes with it sometimes is the moving.
Girl, please.
The M word. The nasty M word. That is the only thing. But as far as starting over again, it is so exciting. It's like, when you're playing a video game and you get a new life and you get to start again, it's like, ooh. Okay, so I went left this time. So this time I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go right.
Yes.
I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I shouldn't have done that way because they got me in the corner.
And that's why it's all beautiful. Yeah. But when you went left last time, you got that X that you're gonna need when you go right. It's all fun. It's all beautiful. It's all a part of this. Man, look.
It's all for your better good. It really is.
Always, and you have unlimited restarts. Like, like back to the video game, when you put it in Pac-Man, you got 3 of them. This one, whenever you're ready to start
as many times as you need.
As many times you want to. Like, I don't even like that. I'm bored.
You are allowed that. And regardless of what other people think, it is your life. Start as many times over as you desire.
So,
because I know I will.
So we talk about this a lot, like what people like to call main character energy. Your higher self, your oversoul, whatever it is that you want to call this. When you are experiencing or allowing yourself to tap into that version of yourself, anything that you create from that self is pure and beautiful and of love, because in that version of yourself, in your highest self, in that main character self, understanding that you wrote, directed, produced, and acted in this life that you are playing in, when you look at your life from there and manifest from there, you know it's beautiful. And you know that you are worthy because you know who you are to you.
Yeah. And just taking it back.
Of course I'm worthy.
Taking it back a little bit. So for those of you who might be confused with the main character energy, it's a very simple concept. It's just a different way of looking at life. Like, imagine yourself being the main character in a movie. Think about your favorite movie and who that main character is in that movie and what they accomplish or the challenges they've gone through. But in the end, they always win. They always get the love. They always get the whatever. But you are the main character in your own story. Like she said, you create, you wrote, you are the cinematographer, you are the actor, you are the makeup artist, you are the seamstress, like, you are all of it. You created it. So now what you gonna do, boo?
So wait, you just said about, hold on. Wait. Oh, Christy, shoot. You just said something that made me think, just when you're talking about kind of that main character. Okay, thank you. So, right, woo. So you guys, think about movie characters. Your favorite movie. Nobody likes the movie characters that never have any issues. They're like the boring character
It's
in
like
these
you're
movies
perfect.
and the TV.
Duh, that's so boring.
Like nobody. Our favorite people are the ones who got knocked on the ASS.
And they keep getting up.
And they got up, and then they were moving for it, then they got knocked down again, and then they moved for it again. Like, these are the people, because we need the contrast.
Yeah.
We love cheering for these people. You can't cheer for something that's nothing to cheer for. Like, we love being like, oh my goodness, I hope they make it. When we look at a relationship and it looks like a jungle wreck, some people will just be like, because some people will attract to those things that seem to always fall apart because they see themselves in it. And then if something that I see that is always falling apart can be fixed, can be put back together, people see themselves in that.
Yeah.
So the characters, when you think about your most beloved characters on TV shows, they weren't always on top. What
Sometimes
made you
they're the underdog.
and endure yourself to them and love them and cheer for them was the fact that they had a journey to go through. So why in the world is it so difficult for us to see that we are that main character in our own shit? And we are cheering for ourselves.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we think we're supposed to be perfect. Nobody likes that character, yo. We like the one where we see, oh man, you went through that and you still breathe. Ooh.
And she's still smiling.
This one right
she's
here
still getting up. She's still living
it.
life. She's still wanting to serve people. She's still happy.
Yes.
She's
like,
still
oh my God,
speaking
I love
life
this
into
person.
people.
And you talking about you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, it is what it is. Okay, I'm done. I'm done preaching for today.
So manifesting from the main character energy, just knowing that you are the shit in your story. So whatever you decide you want, it's yours.
It's yours.
It's yours. That main character energy.
Yes.
So something else that we talked about. So the title of this episode is "You Are What You Manifest," or you are what you manifest. And that reminds me of you are what you eat. And if you think about like what it is that you are taking in, it affects, like, you know, that becomes the building blocks of your body. So you want to be
taking in, we mean everything.
Everything.
Your space.
Everything.
The scent, food, the atmosphere, the air, the water. All of that.
Yes. And that's something, so we want you to, or we're encouraging you to go back to episode, it's season 2, episode 5, what's your energetic diet? Because think about, like, spiritually, everything that you're allowing to come in.
Music.
Right.
Especially music.
Even like gossip. I mean,
facts.
You know, when there are certain groups of girlfriends that I have that when you get together, you know that there's going to be conversations. And, you know, some of them I'll just listen to it. Some of them I will engage knowing what I'm doing. But then other times I'm just like, I want to go home. But honestly, everything that comes in, that you take in, that is building. Those are the building blocks of your spiritual life. So be mindful. And that is going to dictate how you manifest.
Yeah. Because
you are what you manifest. So if you're like around people gossiping all the time and that's what you take in, and
even let me tell you something. Oof. Even if you're like, but I'm not participating, I don't say anything. Let me tell you something. There is your presence is a confirmation of agreement. You know what I mean? Like, if you are in a space where you know that this is what it is, but you're like, but I'm not the one saying it. Like, if you're around everybody and everybody's shooting heroin, you're like, but I don't do it. But your presence
is the confirmation of your agreement. That's
yes,
what you said.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Mia.
I'm giving you energy to this. So we got to be very honest with ourselves. Like, real
so even
talk.
on social media, you know, on
Yes.
social media where it has that screen disclaimer, very sensitive issue, and the video is blurred out, and then you like tap on it.
I love that.
They're like waiting on you to tap on it, but then it's like,
Absolutely.
why are you guys? And I see this come 9/11. You go. So I used to live in New York. I lived in New York during the 9/11 period. And every year when 9/11 comes around and people are like, don't forget. I'm like, can we just forget? Because it's like you are peeling the Band-Aid off, or you are picking a scab on something that needs to heal. Like, never forget. It's like, this is re-traumatizing a lot of people.
Girl, wait, no, let me tell you something. I love that you said that, because you know, I'm for the most part, I'm not a very good rule follower. Just not. But when it comes to stuff like that, and it says sensitive content, view at your discretion, I'd be like, I believe you. I do not click on that shit because I know
It's
me.
like, and I
can't
need to.
unsee shit. I'll be like, nope, no, I believe you. They'd be like, no, you don't believe nothing else. The government, I believe. If you think this is some sensitive content, considering what y'all let stay on here, that's
Right.
not
It's
considered
like, I don't need to
sensitive,
see it.
I'm good.
Right.
No, I don't want to see anybody get shot, killed, run over.
Yeah.
To believe that it happened and there is an illness, I'm good. Girl, when they start talking about monkeypox, I'm so serious right now. When they start talking about, you know, monkeypox spreading. So I'm hearing, you know, symptoms of this and that. I don't need to look. But I'm one of those people, girl. I'm like, I don't,
No, thank you.
I don't need to see it. I don't watch it. Y'all know I don't watch scary movies. If I feel like it's
And what you said is your presence.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, you are in agreement. And so,
Especially
like, when
I
people,
know what it is.
So
I
when
know
people
what it
post
is. And I
mess,
keep participating. I'm in
Yes.
agreement. Shut
so
up.
recently, I've been more conscious and aware of that. It's like, why am I watching that? And why are you even posting this? I mean, of course, you're posting it because you know it's going to get likes, but no, I'm not in agreement with that. So I'm going to keep scrolling.
Think about that in relationships. We keep waiting for people to be something that they are not. When you know that this is who this person is, and you keep showing up hoping that they're going to change,
And
baby,
they showed you every
you
single
are
time.
in agreement. Period.
And you wonder why they don't change.
Because you keep your presence. We don't understand. Man, okay, look. Look, I'm like, look, man, your presence is an agreement. Your presence is saying that you deserve. Do you mean like your presence?
Yeah. Because honestly, think about it. When you are in a position where you know you don't deserve something, if someone has treated you wrong and you know that you don't deserve that, you're not going to give them the energy. You're not going to give them the time of day.
Absolutely
You
not.
don't think about them. You're not wondering about them. You're not checking their page. Because you know when you break up with
give a
someone,
shit.
right, scrolling and looking at their page, looking at the comments and seeing who they're dating. When you're done with someone, you don't do any of that shit.
No.
And it's like, it's not even a thought. Like, it's just like, what? It's not even a thought.
So I had to change my thinking. Like, instead of thinking about haters,
Yes.
I started thinking of, because I do believe that everything that I am is love. So it's only two kind of people in this world, y'all. For all my lovers out there, it's people that love you and know how to love you. And then there's people who love you and don't know how to love you. There are no haters. Because to hate is to love. Nobody can get that much back to energy. Energy to hate you unless they love you. So you don't hate me, you just don't know how to love me. And then you love me and you do know how to love me. That's the only two type of people in the world, period. I don't think about it, just how you said, when you are through with someone, you're not checking on them. Like there's a level of apathy. Is it apathy? It's just acknowledgement of that existed. It no longer exists in my life, and and there's a moving forward. But if I eat, this is what the intention. Even if I'm only checking your page, I'm telling myself to make sure that you're miserable, you're not doing well. My presence,
Right.
my energy in your shit on your page is standing in agreement with what I'm saying is your bullshit, but I'm still here. How do I know what you got going if I'm still not checking? And my point is, if you do not love somebody, you don't even have the energy to give to nothing that they're doing. Period.
And nor
we
do you
just gotta
think
be honest
of
with
it.
ourselves about that.
Nor do you even think of it. I mean, you don't
It's
have
not
energy.
even-
Like, it's not
It's
even
not,
a thought.
it's not like you're not even thinking like, oh, I hope that mother.
No.
It's nothing. It is no
Nothing.
Nothing. Like somebody like, oh, shoot, I forget. Yeah, how are they doing? Or I'm sending love, but I'm not never
Not
sending hate. Or I hope you and not I. If I think of you, I guarantee you I'm sending you some love.
Right.
And if I don't think of you, my bad. But I guarantee you anything bad that's happening in your life because of something you done to me is off of your intention returning you. I will not give anyone energy to think that I'm... Babe, what?
I do not consent.
Absolutely not.
Right.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, how long have we been running our mouth?
47.
Oh, that's
No, 41. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The one looked like a 7. 41 minutes.
So, what's your takeaway, Kirsten?
Man, I'm about to steal your words. Your presence is, you are in agreement. Just your presence. Because when you're seriously done with something, it does not fade. Like, it's no longer, it's not even a thought. Like, it's not even there. Like, it's not even a part of your, it's not even within the catalog of your library. Like, that no longer exists anymore. Like, that book is gone. It's checked out.
Points. It gets
Right.
no more energy
It gets
points in my
none.
life.
None.
Wait, okay, so you guys know how when you're going through a breakup or something like that, and you feel like, when am I ever going to not wake up thinking about this?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it is a forever thing. And one day you wake up, you go through the day and be like, shit, I didn't think about that today. And then next day, that happens a couple more times until it is a no thing. And someone may say, hey, have you talked to your ex? You'd be like, oh, shit. And then he's like, damn, I really got over that. So the reason I bring it up, because I know so many people have been through that. The freedom that you feel when you realize, that is a no thing. That is nothing. It used to be everything, and then a something, and now it's a no thing in my life. And that freedom that you feel when we think about our lives and what we want from it, create from that place of freedom. Because if you create from a place where you have a something or something that's a everything in your life, you put constraints about it. Go back to the void, the no thing, the freedom to know that everything that I create,
Everything
is what is period. But I just have to be in a place to be in that creative space. I think that's my takeaway.
Yeah. But remember that you are what you manifest. So just be
Period.
very intentional. I guess that's my other takeaway too, is just, being very intentional. Stay intentional.
I mean, I feel like it's
Being intentional
It's
has become
everything.
It's like hygiene. It's like part of
Aware
spiritual
of your
hygiene.
intention.
Yeah.
because even if something, hear me, even when your intentions are, I'll say honorable, because I can't think of a non-judgmental word right now to illustrate this point, or pure, and even that's a judgment, that's subjective, but let's go with when your intentions are honorable, even what it is that you are intending to happen does not happen, understand that honor is returned to you. Everything's about the intention. if you go into something just because you want to see if you can do it without any reflection or perspective of how it's going to affect other people, things will happen with no regard to how it affects you, because that is what your intention is in this life. I'm telling you. So even if you go through life with the intention is, I'm living my life joyfully for the highest good of all and the harm for none, even that would change your freaking life. Yeah. Because everything that you are bringing into you is for the highest good of all and the harm for none. You are part of the all. So you are experiencing that. Yeah,
and I think that's something too, right? Shift it. Like, because I think that's another thing too. Once you realize that you are one with everything, then you start having a certain type of reverence for other people and for animals and for nature. And
yes. Yeah. Love it. All right. That's it. That's all.
There's no Crystal today.
And we don't have any homework, you know, and we do. And we broke it down. So, woo.
Yep.
Thank y'all.
Thank you all for listening to Two Queens and Crystal Things.
We're still unpacking.
Yes.
Oh, but you know what? We forgot. Let's get back to our questions.
Oh, questions for the queens.
Have questions for the queens. Hit us up on IG. DM us at Two Queens Crystal Things, and we will. We'll let you know that we chose your question, and we'll talk about it on air. We'll talk about it on the recording. So send us any questions you guys may have. It could be about this episode, a prior episode, or something that is just knocking at your noggin.
Or even comments, because we respond.
Oh yes, we do.
We may not respond right away, but we respond.
We do respond, you guys. So hit us up. We love hearing from you guys.
We do. We really do.
You guys made us feel really good, too, to see so many people kind of write in saying, like, whoa, we're glad you're back. I'm like, yay. It felt good to be back in the fold. I told Christy
blushing a little bit.
Last week when we recorded, I went to her place. I was like, Christy, because now mind you, again, we both just moved. I'm like, I can't even see. I can't even. I mean, I couldn't see anything, so I was like, okay, Christy, I have clean surfaces. My table is clear. I have a room halfway together so we can...
Her place is coming together, but you guys, when I tell you she can furnish an entire house, like, she can furnish an entire house.
This is actually a pretty big space, though.
She has a lot of stuff.
And I
had the nerve to go home and be upset because my office wasn't.
Oh my God! She went home, you guys, and sent a picture of her office, and it had like some papers on the desk. I was like,
man,
Sweaty Betty, I'm gonna knock her out. Like, are you kidding me right now?
So
I got boxes damn near to the ceiling. I can't find my couch, and I'm like, it was crazy.
It really was. So I went home and I had a whole level of appreciation. Ooh, I was about to lose some sleep too, and then I went home. I'm like, Christy, pick up them 5 sheets of paper.
Go about your business.
Put those books up. Oh, anyway.
It's coming together. I was like, I swear, I look up. I'm like, I got magic for real. I'm like, I'm in here doing the damn thing. So I'm excited. It's nice to be able to have it come, to see it come together. Where, honestly, and I think this is why it's taking me some time, because I'm creating something out of nothing.
Yeah.
I had to have the vision, but even though it's not in front of me, I'm like, no, this is about to be something. I'm about to.
It's cute.
I'm about to,
It's cute.
But I had to create in a space where all I feel is love, and what I'm putting out is joy, and what I'm attracting is, and that's what the energy of this home is going to be for me, because that's the intent with which I am putting it together.
I love that.
So it's taking a little bit longer, but I even said to Christy today, I was like, I don't think if someone would have said, hey, what is it going to be? I'm like, I'm not sure. I mean, I literally can't even lie. I've taken me a gummy, just sat here and stared in that front room like, what am I going to do with this loft area? What, you know what I mean? And it all comes together, and I just laugh because I always say that my entire place and this home that I moved into, it's my altar. Like, the whole thing.
It really is.
Like, I'm gonna look. I'm like, yeah, this is an altar for us. So I feel good. But when I'm in a good enough space. If you guys have been listening, you know how I am about cleaning and wanting my stuff in order. But I'm in a good enough space where I can chillax a little bit.
Yeah, but no, she came out with the cute little crystal glasses and look, tinted wine glasses, so she can find those just fine.
Right.
All the little cute stuff. You know, gave me her little gold silverware.
I got it. You know, I got a couple of things in order, but it's fine. But so when I went to Christy's last week, everything is done. I was like, okay, you know what? This is ridiculous. Like, when I say everything is in place, it looked like literally y'all had been living in.
Except for my closet. Ooh, my little shop area.
No.
But keep in mind that I also had a month.
I believe you.
But keep in mind I had a month because you were telling me just bring a little bit at a time, and this is good because that way you can just move it to where it needs to be. That's what I did, a little at a time.
See, when I moved in my last building, that's why she was like, "How is your place?" This is exactly. We just switched. Do you remember this? Last time you moved, you did a whole move, pick up everything, and when I moved from one unit to another in the same building. But she still
did that in a couple of days. Like, and you have a lot of shit. You have a lot.
But I was putting everything in place. So now that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, how does she have everything together? Because we switched. Because you could take everything down to the room that it goes into, put it in. Yeah. Where I had to box up everything. I mean,
ooh, and then unpack it. Oh, we can't talk about that anymore. That's an evil word.
Evil.
It's evil.
All right, y'all.
Y'all don't forget to follow us on our personal pages. And be sure to subscribe, and follow in our Two Queens page. We are we are continuing to grow our community, y'all. So please,
we're having some fun.
Yeah, and if you know someone who could benefit from the information that we talk about, or someone that you might have had a conversation with, and an episode can help to explain, please share. We appreciate that.
All right, guys.
Thank you, y'all.
We love y'all.
Yes.
We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Light, peace, love,
and soul.
All right, y'all.
Peace.